What's up, Dough Chasers? This is Jason White, CEO and founder of Witness Riches. Tonight, I'm going to be talking to you about how to improve your credit score and basically the strategy that you should approach when fixing your credit, okay? In order for you to do that, the first thing that you need to understand is that in order to improve your credit score, you must know 5 particular things about your credit. And those are the components of a credit score. Components of a credit score. Jason, what is that? Well, this is basically what your credit is made up of, okay? Under the FICO credit score, you have 5 components, how they dictate your credit score. You have payment history. You have credit utilization. It's credit utilization. Okay. Third, you have length of history. Fourth, you have credit file mix. And then lastly, for the 5th component, you have what are called inquiries.
What's 5-5, MasterCard or Visa? 5-5 is probably Visa.
Audrey, I have no idea what you're talking about. So as you can see, we're still in the office. We're still grinding. We're still getting it in. Audrey, what are you saying?
You know how you can look at the first 2 numbers to know what?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have no idea. If anybody, I should know, right? So we're talking about the 5 components of a credit score. If you are looking to improve your credit score, you need to know these 5 components because this is going to help you figure out a strategy that you need to use and approach your credit with in order for you to see gains, okay? So payment history impacts your credit score by 35%. Credit utilization impacts your credit score by 30%. Length of history impacts your credit score by 15%. Credit file mix impacts your credit score by 10%. And inquiries impact your credit score by 10%. Jason, why is this so important? Okay, so the reason understanding the 5 components of your credit score is so important is when you're looking at your credit report and you're looking at the derogatory information on your credit report, what you need to understand is that each of those derogatory items impact one of these components, right? So if you're putting all your attention on removing inquiries on your credit report, you have 5 inquiries on your credit report, right? And they only impact your credit score 10%, but you also have collections that impact your credit score by 35%. You know, where should you put your energy, right? And understanding the components of your credit score lets you know which account you should make priority when fixing and also when it comes to rebuilding, okay? So these are the 5 components of a credit score. Payment history, 35%. Credit utilization, 30%. Length of history, 15%. Credit mix, 10%. Inquiries, 10%. Let me explain each of these components really quick. Payment history is basically your ability to pay your bill on time. When you open up the account on your credit report with a installment loan, whether it's a mortgage, a car note, whatever the situation may be, or even a credit card, you have made the agreement that you're going to pay this bill, and in exchange for this credit, you're at least going to pay it on time, over time, right? And this is critical because that's the minimum requirement of the loan. And for you not to meet that minimum requirement, lets creditors, future creditors know that you don't take your responsibilities. You don't take those, you basically don't make those a priority, right? And what we need to do is we need to make that a priority so that we can see a gain with our credit. And if we have late payment history on our credit report, that may be an area that we want to focus on, okay? Credit utilization, this is the comparison of your revolving debts your credit cards, your bank line of credits. This is the comparison of your balance to the limit, right? And what they want you to show is that you have low credit utilization, meaning that you have a low balance to the limit, meaning that you're responsible with the debt. 30% of your credit. Length of history basically shows your experience. It shows how long have you been dealing with managing debt. The longer the history, the better for your credit report. Credit file mix, this shows the variety of accounts that you have on your credit report, right? And one thing to help your credit is to show different kind of accounts on your credit report. Maybe some installment accounts, some revolving accounts. A good mix will help you improve your credit. Inquiries, of course, you know, you want to protect those. You don't want to be shown as someone who is desperate for opening up new lines of accounts. The more inquiries you have on your credit report, the more it hurts your credit score, okay? So those are the components of the credit score. But in order to really understand how they impact you, first what you need to understand is, you know, the range of score that you can have. So the lowest score you can have is a 300, right? The highest score you can have is an 850. So that means that you have 550 points that you can actually influence, okay? So if we're looking at the math, if 35% of your credit score is payment history, 35% of 550 is 192.5. Okay, payment history impacts your credit score up to 192.5 points. Credit utilization, because it's 30% of your credit score, 30% of 550 is 165. Credit utilization impacts your credit score 165 points. Length of history, 15%, that's 82.5 points. That impacts your credit score 82.5 points. Credit file mix, 10%, 55 points. So by just having a good variety of accounts on your credit report will impact your credit score 55 points. And then inquiries, not showing that you're desperate for new line of credits, will impact your credit score 55 points. So the goal is to begin to look at each of these areas on our credit report and look at which area is impacting us the most when it comes to our poor credit, right? So if you have, let me take this down here. So hopefully you're taking good notes. Hopefully you were able to write this down. Let's put this in the back here. Okay. So let's say that your credit score is a 400. You have a 400 credit score, and your goal is to buy a house within the next 6 to 12 months. That means that you need to have at least a 620 credit score. Our clients, we push for 640, but, you know, the typical person is trying to get a 620 credit score, okay? And understanding how lenders work, they want that middle score to be a 620, okay? So you're at a 400. That means that you need to improve your credit score 220 points. So looking at the components in the back that we were just focusing on, payment history, 35% of your credit score, credit utilization, 30%, length of history, 15%, credit file mix, 10%, and inquiries, the remaining 10%, okay? Understanding that you have 2 installments on your account. You have 0 credit cards. You have 25 inquiries. And then you also have maybe 3 collection accounts. Okay. So, first and foremost, what we want to understand is, what are we leaving on the table? Okay? What action could we implement right away to improve our credit that will take us to the next level, and within the next 30 to 45 days? So, understanding that you have 2 installments, 0 credit cards, 25 inquiries, 3 collections. So we understand that, You know, the installments, they're being paid on time, so we don't have to worry about that. Payment history is looking good. Credit cards actually impact credit utilization, right? Credit utilization is 30% of your score. So that means that you're missing out on 165 points that you could be up, okay? So that lets me know that if I were to add one credit card to my account and maintain very low credit utilization, the balance to the limit, maintain a low balance, and add that to my account, how would that impact my credit? You could possibly gain up to 165 points by adding just the credit card alone, okay? So let's say that we add that credit card. And let's say that our credit score improves to a 550. That means that we're only down 70 points. Jason, what now should I do? Well, we understand that 25 inquiries, typically inquiries impact your credit score 1 to 5 points per inquiry. So once you hit 10 inquiries or 11 inquiries, you're at the 55 point mark. That means that you lose 55 points. Because remember, that's 10% of your credit score. So if we were to challenge these inquiries and get majority of those removed, that could possibly help us get our 55 points back, okay? And then we have collection accounts. Now, the thing about collections is credit bureaus grade you off of recent activity that has occurred in the last 36 months, okay? So if an account is older than 36 months, then it really doesn't have a great impact on your credit score. But we understand the collections that we have on our credit report all have occurred within the last 36 months. I think I'm doing that right. The last 36 months. So if we were to remove those accounts, since they impact our payment history, 192.5 points, if we were to get these three removed, that would definitely allow us to see a great impact on our credit. So the two areas that you'll need to focus on will definitely be removing the inquiries and also removing the collections. So this is how beautiful credit is. Credit grades you off of recent activity, right? So though we have these derogatory accounts that have occurred within the last 36 months, if we focus on rebuilding by adding a couple credit cards to our credit report, over 12 months, one credit card will add 12 positive payments, right? So if you add maybe 2 or 3, let's say that we added 3 credit cards, over a year, that's 36 positive payments that we added to our credit report, okay? So that would be something that will help us improve our payment history. So rebuilding and repairing is definitely important when it comes to improving your credit score. And I would highly recommend that. However, removing, all 3 of those collections, 1 or 2 of those collections, removing 1 collection will improve your credit score at least 25 to 50 points. Okay? So let's say that in this situation, we were able to remove half of those inquiries. So we were able to move, what is that, 12 inquiries. Okay? And then also we were able to remove 2 collections. But we also added 2 credit cards. So the inquiries, that'll probably improve our credit 25 points. Collections, that'll improve our credit 25 points. And then adding 2 credit cards, of course, impacts the credit utilization tremendously. But because it also impacts the payment history, each month a positive payment will be added to the credit report. That also impacts our credit 25 points. So altogether, we have gained 150 points through the credit utilization, and then 75 points through our efforts on repairing it, okay? And that has gotten us 225 points plus 400. This client is now at a 625, and within a year's time is now qualified for a mortgage. Their credit is now in shape, okay? And as they continue to pay the bills on time, their payment history will continue to improve, and that component will continue to rise. So when you are looking to repair your credit, it takes strategy, okay? The first thing that you need to understand is how the five components of your credit score impact your credit. And then what you want to do is you want to build a strategy around your credit report to improve your credit score. And if you can do that and be consistent with it, there's no reason for you not to improve your credit score up to 200 points within 1 year, okay? So that's basically, what we do within our organization. We help people who, lack the time, lack the understanding, or just don't want to do it. We basically work on their behalf, implement these strategies on their behalf, and help them get results. We educate, and we also work with the credit bureaus, debt collectors, and original creditors on our behalf. But basically what I wanted to do was share information with you that's going to help you get an understanding of how to improve your credit. So while you're watching this video, hopefully this is very helpful. If it is helpful, let me know. Like this video and also share it on your newsfeed for people who are also looking to improve their credit but don't know where to start. The first thing that you need to start is understanding how your credit is made up of, and then beginning to look at your credit report and building a strategy around that. So let me get the likes, let me get the hearts, share this on your newsfeed. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel, all that good stuff. But really quick, what I want to do is take questions. Sean asks, what about repos? So repos will impact your credit just as bad as a charge-off or a collection would. Basically, what happened is, you didn't pay the bill, right? So they took it back, and now you have a charge-off on your account, aka a repossession. So what you want to do in that aspect is you want to, of course, dispute it with the credit bureaus, but you want to be strategic. You want to use their information against them. You want to request information from the actual creditor and line it up with the credit report and point out all the inaccuracies and dispute that with the credit bureaus. But basically, everything works the same way. It just has a different name. Let me see. What's up, Chaz? How you doing, man? Tamisha, thank you for watching. Keita, how do you get inquiries removed? Well, inquiries are on your credit report. They have to be authorized, right? And a lot of times what companies do is, because they have your information, they will pull your credit report without your authorization. They need a signed document saying that you authorized the inquiry to be on your credit report. And typically they can't provide that information. So by you challenging that with that direction, you can get a lot of inquiries off your credit report. It goes more in depth. I actually have a couple videos on inquiry removal. Check out the page, look at those videos, and I'll educate you on that in those videos. But basically, just want to provide information to help you improve your credit. If you are someone who needs help and would like to acquire our services, feel free to check out our website, www.the700clubcreditrepair.com. We're going to provide that link in the comment area for you all to check out. But make sure you stay engaged with us because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to create a live training. It's going to be about 30 minutes to an hour long, breaking this down more in depth to help you understand how to improve your credit. So check out, make sure you stay engaged with the page so you can get that information. But that's going to be happening before the week is out. Our credit repair services cost $64.99 month to month. Each of our clients must acquire credit monitoring. That can range from $10 to $20. So typically, a client is paying $75 month to month for our credit repair service and also credit monitoring. And it's basically a month-to-month program, so there are no requirements or stipulations on how long you need to commit to the program. However, we do have a 14-day cancellation policy, so as long as you cancel 14 days prior to your due date, you won't incur any additional fees in our program. Let me see here. I'm in the 600s, but would like to get to 800. Is it possible less than 1 year? Well, Tamisha, it depends on how your credit breaks down, okay? If you are someone who doesn't have a credit card, then you're missing out on 165 points that you could be up. If you have high credit utilization, you need to work on lowering that so that you can begin to impact those points. So it really depends on how your credit report is made up. But it is possible. However, it's not realistic. I would definitely tell you to lower your expectations and maybe push for a 720, 750 instead of an 800. People who have 800 credit scores typically have 10 to 20 years of managing debt. Their length of history component of their credit score is stellar. So the likelihood of that happening is low, but it is possible. Utilization is your issue. So yeah, you definitely need to optimize that. There's a lot of strategies out there that we have provided. So check out our page, check out the videos that we provided, and educate yourself because the information is out there. Letitia, thank you for watching. I appreciate that. Let me see here. I just started with you guys. I love what I see. Appreciate it, Chaz. Thank you for your support. Tamisha, yep, definitely check that out. Patricia, how much does it affect your credit score when you are late? So remember, payment history is 35% of your credit score. That is 192.5 points. Because credit bureaus grade you out for recent activity, and when I say recent, I mean the last 36 months, the more recent it is, the bigger of an impact it has on your credit. So you can see a 25 to 50 point decrease in your credit score just because a late payment was added to your credit. What is the website? All right, I'm going to add the website right now. This is going to be a little awkward. So if you're watching this video, I have something funny to say. My mustache is missing, okay? I was lining myself up, and typically I do a great job, but today I messed up. And right now, I'm looking a little funny. But anyway, yeah, my lip is naked. Okay, so here's our website. This is going to be a little awkward. So deal with it, please. If anybody roasts me, I will get you back. All right, where are we? 7 Club Credit Repair. All right, I'm trying to get this slash service. All right, this is our website. Just included it. I will also include it in the info area for all of you who are interested in learning more about our program. Yep, the breakdown is on our page, Tamisha. Jason, thank you for watching. All right, so make sure you all, stay engaged with us. Watch out for that invite for the training that I'm going to be doing on how to improve your credit. It's going to be a 30 to 60-minute training. I'm going to break down everything. And I'm going to share with you exactly what you need to do. And for those of you who aren't interested in improving your credit yourself, I will also show you and share with you how you can acquire our services at the very end of that training as well, okay? But it's going to be very valuable. As you all know, I provide a lot of great information, so I'm not going to play you. It's going to be great information. Make sure you follow our page, subscribe to our channel, stay connected. Like and share this video. Thank you all for your time. Want to purchase a home, however, should I wait until I finish your program? Carrie, it depends on where your credit score is. What I would definitely recommend is that you give us a call because there have been a lot of times where clients, buy a house in the middle of our program. It really doesn't matter, but what we want to do is make sure that if you do buy a home, that we pause the credit repair program because we don't want to continue to dispute while you're trying to get your pre-approval, okay? So just let us know, but I highly recommend that you give us a call tomorrow. Our number is 419-824-0004, or you can message us in our support group, Carrie, or email. That works too. The training is actually going to be free. What? What? Jason is doing a free training? What? Yeah, the training is going to be 100% free. I'm going to break it down for you. And again, at the end of that training, it's going to be 30 minutes to 60 minutes long. At the end of that training, if you want to acquire our services, I will tell you how you can do it, but the training will be 100% free. See, I get a lot of clients because of the value that I create for other people. So I don't have a problem by sharing, with you all how to do this. We get our clients because, they don't want to do it, or they've tried and they haven't had the success that they actually know that they can obtain. So they hire experts. We do it for them. So I don't have a problem with sharing this information with you. I'd rather you get it from me than get it from somebody janky. All right. I'm in the mid 600. Thank you. You're very welcome, Carrie. Thank you for watching. Yes, that's awesome, right, Keita? All right, I need to get a status update on my account. So tomorrow, who is that? Rogers, we open tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give us a call. And if we are not currently talking to a client, we can definitely assist you. Worst case scenario, we can put you on our schedule and schedule your update as well, okay? Check your email for that 45-day re-up because you can actually schedule that yourself if you got that update. Let me see. Sandra, I really need this. When is the training? I don't know yet. It's either going to be, you know what? It's going to be Thursday. It's going to be Thursday. So Thursday, I will share a time on the page tomorrow. So make sure you like the page. But it's going to be Thursday, okay? And I'm going to break it down for you all the way. Oh, 500. All right. Okay, you all. Thank you for your time. You all have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. I'm out. Peace.